Yes, I do.
Name and address.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board. My name is Jack Hubbard. I'm the attorney for Impact Services Corporation, the applicant. My address is 1801 Market Street, Suite 660, Philadelphia, PA. Yes, sir.
Okay, give me a second. What's there now?
Impact Services headquarters occupy this entire property from 1940.
Is there a photo of the present condition?
Yes, there are photos in there at
Which one
tab
is-
3.
3 is the present condition?
3 is present condition.
Okay,
There's a 5-story office building that serves as Impact's headquarters. The
Okay.
property in question that we're here to talk about today is a 3-story adjacent building that is substantially not used by Impact. And
3-story adjacent building?
that would be the, you'll see 2 buildings at tab 3.
I see a 4, I don't know, it looks like it's 4 stories to me, but is this the building here?
Yes.
Look,
Is it 4 stories?
you think?
Okay.
This is the building here?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the building here that you plan to do what?
Impact Services is a charity that's dedicated to serving the community in Kensington. It's also been serving veterans, primarily homeless veterans, for the last 20 years.
And you plan to do what with the building?
We plan to tackle the problem of family veterans with children who are on the streets.
So is
homeless.
it a renovation?
Yes, we're going to renovate the property, appropriate for veterans and their families who are currently on the streets.
Okay, let me just see, this is the east wing, Worcester Street, that stays the same, correct?
Yes.
Alright, and then this plan, it says,
I think, no, that's not. Worcester Street's the one we're changing.
Worcester's the one we're.
That's the one we're
But you
changing.
need to put your name and address on if you're gonna speak.
Sorry,
Sorry.
this is Mr. Keller, he's the architect of the project.
Name and address, sir.
Kramer Marks Architects, 156 South Evans, like it is.
And your name?
Bill Kramer.
Okay. So, the ground floor, there's no basement in that building?
It's a lower level, it's only, it goes from about 16 inches below grade to maybe less than 4 feet.
And that's not what you're calling the ground floor?
We're calling that the ground floor.
Okay, so that's the ground floor. So on the ground floor, lounge, community room, exercise room, playroom, trash room.
It's also,
And then what?
an
One,
apartment.
how many?
What's counted, 1, 2, 3, 4,
5
5 apartments altogether.
5 apartments, the smallest one is 782 square feet.
Right. Right. They're all laid out for handicap accessibility.
Okay. And then is the entrance to this building the same as the other, or is this a special entrance
It's
on
its own-
Emerald Street?
It's its own entrance off of the internal parking lot.
Off the parking lot?
Yes, off of Allegheny Avenue. There's a
So
walkway.
Worcester, Emerald,
Yeah.
so this is,
Yeah. Allegheny is its
access
frontage.
additional sports services. I don't see an entrance on here. Will there be,
There's a,
the ground, oh, the entrance is really on, what you have is the first floor?
that's correct.
Not
Well, it comes
yet.
in at a half level, so yes.
Okay.
Yes, first
Um,
floor.
In the vestibule, I see.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
putting a
And then on the
elevator
and then what you're calling the first floor,
Yes.
there are another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think,
7.
seven units, yes. There's 7 units on the other floor.
7 units. Now, some 2, some 3, the smallest of those units is 700, no, the smallest is a 1-bedroom at 641 square feet.
That's correct.
And there's a lounge.
Every floor has a laundry.
There's an elevator in this building?
There's an elevator, that's why we're building the small addition.
Why are you building it?
The addition we have to build is for the elevator.
And that was in,
That's in the parking lot area off of Allegheny Avenue. Shown on this rendering here. The existing building being that way, and this is the small towers here.
okay, I see it. And then the second floor,
Second floor is just the elevator landing and lobby and the regular, and the same as the
6
other.
apartment, 8 apartment, 1,
They're all, yes.
7 apartments,
That's correct.
And the smallest of those are 753, and the third floor, another 7,
No, 759.
and the smallest is 753. Okay, no deck?
No deck.
Okay, let's see.
There is an outside wall going on the building off Allegheny Avenue. It serves as a plaza. There's also outside bike parking.
Parties of interest? I do have a letter dated October 16 in non-opposition from Councilman Squilla, and I have a letter of support from North Kensington CDC. So let me just look at the provider. Okay, it just talks about why they support its non-provisos. Any other parties of interest? Planning Commission.
Madam Chairwoman and members of the board, this property is indicated for industrial use in the comprehensive
Wait,
plan.
excuse me. Are you a
I would
party?
like to speak in opposition.
Okay.
You're here in opposition?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
I'm sorry, I thought, name and that. So,
Good
tell
afternoon,
me,
Madam Chairwoman. My name is William Bragg. I'm sorry about the unorthodoxy of my approach. I thought there was going to be other community members here as well.
so you're taping as well?
Yes.
Oh, so you were not expressed, okay, and.
He told me he was with the paper.
Kensington Community Television. This is an
Okay.
internet public broadcast.
Okay, all right. And you are,
My name is William Bragg. I live at 2007 East Allegheny. I'm
Okay.
a resident of the area. I grew up in the area.
okay, and your opposition is what, sir?
I've been to the meetings. I heard where they was zoned for veterans and their families,
Mhm.
which I'm sure everybody being on board for. But I also found out that it had to be categorized or listed under special needs. As well, there's plenty of areas around Kensington that are dilapidated and falling down. This is a building can be used immediately as rentals for offices when Impact moves out. I believe they purchased it from the city in '96 for
So
$1.
tell me, this is what I need for you to tell me. I need you to tell me what your problem with this being there. Not what they can use it for, but what's your problem with what they're proposing being in the community?
It hasn't been pronounced to the community as a community. It was all decided internally. And with the stipulation that it had to be zoned under special needs as far as
Sir,
packaging was concerned.
you're giving technical terms that you're not qualified to talk about, so what I'd like for you to do is, you're here as a community member saying your problem with it in the community. So if these people, if this program rather, is in your community, if this project is built, what is the problem?
We do
And
not-
apparently, sir, there has been a meeting with the North Kensington CDC. Is that the community group for that area?
That's a community group that's now located down Fishtown. But they were on Allegheny.
Okay, all right.
They are the new Kensington or CDC.
All right, and you
I
went
do
to that
acknowledge
meeting, you said?
No, that meeting is not even public knowledge as far as the people in the community.
Well, then you should go back and talk to the New Kensington CDC, because they've obviously had a meeting, and I think they normally have meetings, and so maybe you need to get connected with them.
That's the concept between public broadcast, Kensington Community Television, to be able to get the information out to people, because
Well,
none of this is
that's your
solicited for the
community, that's your community issue. What I need to know as a zoning issue is what your problem is with this in your neighborhood.
Problem is, we do not need another projects. All we need, as we're reverberating Kensington, we don't need other projects to be put in. We don't need the existing residents to be suffering from a tax increase should they switch to condos. We don't need this to be just dumped on them when there is no availability for the existing residents to change their income presently. But we are working on it.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank
Is that
you.
it? Planning Commission.
Madam Chairwoman and members of the board, this property is indicated for industrial use in the comprehensive plan. Planning Commission staff.
Did you try to market this as offices or anything like that?
The Impact is a 501c3 charity. Its sole purpose is to help the community and homeless vets. So it will never be used for commercial purposes. It will always be used as part of the veterans program.
Could I also say that the building is suitable for people with special needs because it's all one level, it's parked, it's elevator served, and all these units are being laid out to take care of physically disabled people. They're very, bathrooms and all of those have symbol for
Any other,
30%.
any other parties of interest? Case number 18978, 1940 East Allegheny, my vote yes.
Thank you.
Case number 18933, 5301 Ridge Avenue.